Hello there, my name is OccultGent and welcome to another video. Today, we will be looking at a flying machine. This is a 6-game tick floor builder or floor placer, however you wish to call it, and it does what its name says it does. A player would place blocks which the machine would use to build the floor, row by row, allowing the player to AFK. It is also expandable and will work as long as the entire machine is loaded. Something to take note of is that the machine only works with blocks that stick to slime. Using glazed terracotta, for example, would not work. This machine is inspired by glowsquid's 4-game tick floor builder, and just like their design, it is entirely honeyless. Unlike glowsquid's design, however, this is only 6-game tick, which is slower. If you're looking for a faster floor builder, I recommend building glowsquids instead. There are 2 versions of this machine, a normal one and another one for placing downward facing pistons for your bedrock breaker. A feature of the normal version is the lack of sticky blocks below the machine, allowing you to run this right on top of other blocks. This machine consists of 3 parts, which I will call the pusher/detector, the conveyor, and the extension arm. The pusher/detector is the brain of the machine. It pushes the blocks placed by the player and will move forward once when it reaches push limit. There are 2 versions of the pusher/detector, which I will go over soon. The conveyor's job is to move the blocks along so that we could push more than 12 blocks per row. And last but not least, the extension arm. This is used to connect one conveyor to another so that they will all move. As mentioned earlier, there are 2 pusher/detectors. This one can be used for normal blocks, where the orientation doesn't matter. On the other hand, we have this which allows the player to place pistons facing downward. This does work with other blocks, but the other pusher/detector is probably better for that, being that it is cheaper and does not have any sticky blocks below. Now, you may be wondering how the player is resupplied with new blocks. Well, there are a couple of ways to do that. For the piston builder, we have the simple water stream for the overworld and an ice path for use in the nether. For the normal version, there is only a water stream. I could not figure out how to add in an ice pathway. I guess you could use shadowed item or just use the other design with the ice path. Initially, this was where the player would stand, allowing a water stream or ice pathway to run nearby. However, I found that on servers, the player would at times glitch into the slime block, and so I had to resort to using Minecart instead, as its position is calculated server-side rather than client-side. Something that I recommend you do is to leave room in your inventory for excess item. Because the player is not placing while the machine is moving, you will pick up 2 or 3 excess items from the resupplying system. I will first go over how to use the normal version. You can start the machine by placing an observer here. Now hold the blocks in your hand and get into the minecart. Because the minecart is blocking our view, you will have to aim around a bit until you are able to place a block. From here, just hold down right click and press F3 plus T. You will also use the carpet mod to AFK. Just like the previous design, you can start this one by placing an observer here. After that, get into the minecart and aim at either this observer or the glass block above it. And now you can start placing blocks. Before we go, I would like to give credit to glowsquid for inspiration, as well as thanking Desu, I hope that's how you pronounce it, for confirming that the machine works from 1.13 to 1.19. With that said, thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your day. This is OccultGent signing out.